Thank you, Jen. Well, we were very pleased that we were able to get agreement for this additional money at Budget Council because I think it's been really essential. And we're particularly pleased that some of this money will be used to provide additional out-of-school respite provision for disabled children. And I hope we're continuing to work closely with the Parent Carer Council about this to ensure that we do get the services that are most needed for that group of people. I note that a stakeholder event was held for the East and West hubs, and I wondered whether a similar event has now been planned for the SEMH hub. I know there was talk about that. Another good outcome is that there will be the mental and emotional health support that you mentioned provided in the FE colleges from September. I think that's a really positive move. And I was very interested in 3.17, which talks about the work with unaccompanied asylum seekers and about the outdoor activities for them to join in with their peers. And this sounded like a really good way of helping them integrate and feel that they're really a part of the local community. So I hope this will happen. Lastly, a word about the neighbourhood youth work. I am pleased that the young people themselves have been involved with making the decisions about this extra money, and I know they've worked very hard at it. But at the last cross-party youth group meeting, there was a feeling by some of the equalities group's representatives that they didn't feel completely involved, although I know they had been invited to all the meetings. And I believe some more work was going to be done with these groups to try to get a general consensus. And I was expecting an update about that at this meeting, so perhaps you can tell us something about that in a minute. And I do think it's essential that a simple process is devised for providers to bid for this available money, because they are relatively small amounts and the process shouldn't be overcomplicated or time-consuming. It needs to be as simple as possible. And I would also like to see more varied groups of young people involved in the cross-party youth group. There are many active youth organisations across the city that we don't seem to have any kind of involvement with. For example, Scouts, Guides and any of these other organisations. And I'd just like to see more involvement with these other organisations too, and I hope maybe this can be discussed at some point. Thank you.
Thank you.